Hey, welcome to our first official fucking podcast, dude.
It's your boy Mason.
It's your boy Elijah. I swear to God, we're going back into this, dude. It's fucking wild.
The old school
Literally.
couch chats, dude.
I could not wait for this fucking podcast. We were literally talking about this the past 2 days, and I swear to God, we wanted to prepare so fucking heavy for this. We have, like, literally a list of, like, our, I want to say, like, let's just hop into it. Let's just fucking go into our goals.
Alright, dude.
We have, we want to introduce ourselves. We want to talk a little bit about our goals. I want to say we're going to try to make this between a 60-minute and 90-minute podcast. We want to do it once a week. It's going to be every Monday morning. I actually learned this. Monday.
I'm calling it Sunday night, dude.
Yeah, it's still Sunday night.
It's Sunday night. I wake up at, like, literally 7 o'clock at night. So
it's Sunday night.
It's Sunday night.
It's Sunday night. We're saying Sunday night, 12:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're going to find us here. This is episode 1. This is titled The Beginning. Because it's the beginning of something beautiful.
The very first.
Jesus Christ.
The start.
So,
before the end.
Go ahead. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Mason.
Fuck. Well, my name's not Mason. I'm just kidding. It's Mason. Basically, with this... Help me out here, Dom. Like goals, like for the podcast, or like for me personally?
Your own personal goals,
dude.
What are your personal goals, Mason? This is a chat about you.
My own personal goals, like I just, I'm here to make people laugh. I'm here to entertain the audience, make a bunch of new friends. I'm here to literally just give somebody a place to be when their beings aren't being. I want to give somebody like a home, when their home doesn't feel like home. So that's my goal ultimately. I just want to, make everyone feel happy, make everyone feel welcomed. That's my goals.
That was beautiful.
Thanks.
That was beautiful. What are your goals for the podcast?
For the podcast? Probably just to reach a bigger audience, to give the people that currently support us, more insight on our lives and like, who we are, like when we're not drop kicking doors or setting shit on fire. I mean, we might set some shit on fire, drop kick some doors now, but I just, to trying to get us to know us a little more when we're not gaming, when it's just, we're just hanging out, so.
Ultimately. I mean, you could always, like, lead it into a question with me. I mean, you could always just attack me with the same exact. I'll just go ahead and say, same, my goal is to, I want to entertain. I want to be a funny fuck. That's all I want to do. That's... Mm-hmm. I've been trying to be a little funny guy since I can remember. My goal with the podcast, not only to entertain, I want to inform. I like looking at current events. I like knowing like a little bit about everything. Mm-hmm. I wanna share my insight that I think I have with the world, with all whoever's gonna be watching this. Very smart.
Pretty smart guy.
Sure. We basically, I mean, it's we both have a growing little community, and I just we kind of want to just reach out and add to it. I just want to say we don't want to keep it stalling. It's time to just try different avenues.
Expression. That was pretty good.
Expression.
Anyway, expression. So don't do it. Don't you dare.
Expression.
I hate you so much. Anyway, so yeah, I actually do have a couple questions for you that I've actually been kind of curious. So, like, obviously you started streaming, like, all that time ago, like, on Speak to the Doc or whatever. Mm-hmm. What inspired you to start streaming then?
Okay, so actually,
like, all the way back then.
Yeah, I didn't start streaming on Speak to the Doc. So it's different. I started streaming on an original channel. It's called Xeno212. Cringy name.
Numbers in it, nice.
I can only expect what our Twitch chat is seeing. By the way, welcome any anybody on YouTube. We're recording it not only on our Twitch live stream. It's gonna be you can follow both of our channels. It's https://www.twitch.tv. The Creams.
That was a lot.
Yep. You got
to Mason on the Daily.
And Mason on the Daily. Yeah, you can find us live. Basically, check our infos for the schedule. But we basically, I mean, I started streaming on a Xeno212 account, and I was doing it just for shits and giggles. Like, it was more like just for my friends. Mm-hmm. It was just to make everyone goof and gaff. That's it. And it's like, wow, it's actually kind of fun. It's like this is before there was like a huge like Twitch I want to say community. I don't even think Twitch was a site when I was streaming at that time. I just decided to just I want to say keep it going. I was like, I just can't see myself getting popular with a name like Xeno212. I was like, this is just disgusting.
Yeah.
we had to move on. So I kind of took like the whole basis. At a time, I wanted to be a counselor. So it was like I took the basis of the doc because I was like, it's like a doctor can also be a counselor. I was like, speak to the doc, basically talk to me. Things will get better. You know how ambitious.
That's nice.
But so I started just streaming on there just to reach a bigger audience. I want to say, do help with, I'm either emotional or just to give a little laugh. I don't know. That was my whole goal. It's a nice question. Wow, thanks.
That one took some thought.
You haven't really asked me that
Nope.
ever. Actually, in like real life, this is like for a first podcast. It's fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, dude. I saved some stuff, you know. But yeah, that's cool. So obviously, you know, you're the creams now.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of inspired you to get back into the spotlight?
Oh man,
back under the ring light.
We have a spotlight on us too for any of the people wondering how this lighting is so grand.
A1.
I decided to step back in. I feel like this is my calling. I feel like this is something that I was like, I don't want to say born to do because, you know, we're all born to do certain things or whatever. But I feel like this is what I'm supposed to do. I feel like I'm supposed to have this energy and this outgoingness, and it's for literally just to entertain. So I feel like I had to get back into it.
You fucking use that shit to make other people's lives better.
I mean, granted, there is some feeling better about it yourself too.
Oh, of course. That's why I don't stream when I'm in my moods, because you know.
I want to say it makes you a little bit happier, just like streaming and just knowing that you're giving people some smiles sometimes.
And like, dude, when you get hit with the compliments, like when people are like, man, dude, you made my day so much better, and it's like, oh.
Right to the feels, dude. I'm telling
you. Really
like,
just hits me, dude.
It's like I actually just received a message today from someone. It was a long one, and I wish I don't really want to say who it was, but it was long, it was beautiful. It was just one of those, like, they actually said that I was one of the greatest people that they have met. And it hit me. I had to ask. I took a step back because I didn't even respond to it. I had to ask, what that makes me one of the greatest? Like, I don't know. It's from our stream, so it's like, I don't know. It correlates, but greatest though? It's like, I mean,
Sorry.
Oh, we'll wait. We're on the edge of our seats of suspense here for this reaction.
The razzleberry really razzled my berry. But
we both have energy drinks out right now. We're getting real hype.
It's good. Just wait for it to start like hitting, dude. Just wait. Right?
Oh man.
But no, seriously, like, I definitely feel that. Like, I know every time, like, when I personally receive messages like that, or like, even when I'm down myself and like, you know, people were like, you know, messages like, hey, you streaming tonight, or like, hey, you haven't streamed in a couple days, like, where you been? Like, it's like when those messages come in and they're like, dude, like, I get it, bro. You've helped me through, you know, this and this and this. Like, take some time, you know. I know, like, you know, I don't really tell what's going on with me, at least online, as much as I used to anymore. Just because, like, I don't know. I think I'm better at handling stuff by myself, but it definitely helps. Like, it definitely, like, motivates you to, like, it pulls you out of that mood where, like, I can't do this. Like, I don't want to do this. And then you're like, and then you get hit with those messages and you're just like, dude, like, I got this. Like, I, you know, got people that look forward to seeing me every day. Look forward to, you know. So, like, it's a huge, like, motivational factor. And, like, I love it so much. Like, everyone's been so supportive lately.
Of course. And it's like, even the few people that we've met now, it's just like, the support is just unreal. It's unreal. Like, it's like, not only like the people that just dig into their bank accounts and just like, it's like almost like they throw money at you. But it's like in such a good cause though. It's like, I don't know. It's like
That's it.
That's it. Hey, that was a good podcast. We'll catch you guys next. No.
Oh man, but no, seriously, like the amount of time that some people spend in my streams, like some people I wouldn't even like some people I haven't talked to in 8 years, right?
Yeah.
Like messaged me one day, and then they find out I'm streaming on Twitch, and then like they're like, dude, like this is fun, like I'm gonna keep coming back, like, you know, like I've had like people that like literally genuinely just like like being there. Like whether they don't have to give subs or
Yeah.
bits or anything.
That's
Like
what
just
it is.
the time invested into the stream, I think, is like most important, because when people are chatting with you, it makes streaming so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, yeah.
What do you think? Do you think streaming itself is easy?
Yes, but it's also sometimes some of the most mentally taxing things you could do. Like it's like because you're not just entertaining. You don't just want to put good content out, but like you want to be innovative. You want to be respectful to your viewer. Like you don't what I'm saying. You don't want to like self-incriminate your Twitch channel.
There's always that line that you just don't want to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to step over
For
it.
sure. But yeah, definitely like it can be hard. Like especially like when your PC's taking a shit on you and you're waiting until Wednesday to get a new one and it's fucked. But yeah, definitely it's easy, but it can be difficult when things aren't going your way. And I think the hardest part for most streamers, especially the ones that are about our size and smaller, like the constant like to be honest, like when I first started streaming, I hit affiliate in February, and like after that, like it was like 3 or 4 months of literally like anywhere between 0 and 5 viewers, and like that's a really hard hump for people to get over because they don't understand that like it's a process. Like, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes of streaming, like networking and spending time with other streamers and working on your different avenues there.
Oh yeah.
It's
I mean it's. I want to say networking has to be. I want to say one of the most fun adventures.
Oh yeah.
Because you can meet awesome people.
Oh yeah.
It's like, I mean, even though there are, and I hate to say it, there are so many boring streamers. There's so many people, but it was even hard because I know we had this conversation a couple days ago, and I had this actually conversation with a couple other people. But it's hard to call somebody a boring streamer because everyone has something, something that
there's always going to be somebody out there that appreciates that type of content, like.
Yeah.
Like even the popular streamers who like aren't like super high energy or like super like chat involved, like you look at guys like I'm not gonna mention any names, but like some of like the really popular like funny guys who are just like just like they say something that's like so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You can't help but laugh.
It just hits you though, in that I want to say like that really good spot in your body. It just gives you that little tickle.
The little low energy dry cal humor is just so cool.
Let's go ahead and take it back. What are our goals together for this podcast?
Fuck bitches, get money.
That was probably the cringiest, most.
No.
Oh,
no.
Excuse that.
Don't excuse me. Man.
I'm meaning it more like I was actually talking to some people from my job today, and a big goal, even like a starter goal, would be just something like, of course, making an overlay, like something like an overlay for our stream to upload and whatnot. Because right now we're running it with absolutely nothing. It's literally just a webcam, so we're gonna build that together. There were some long-term goals, like renting out an office space. So to actually be able to create
just like
content,
a little room,
like just a room
awesome.
in some place around this, so that we can more like experiment with different types of humor, different types of.
You trying to kick a door?
We'll save that for another.
Trying to kick a door?
Another 30 minutes into the podcast. Trust me, I got some questions about that.
Oh my god.
But no, I'm meaning more like there's definitely goals that we both could. I want to say ascertain together, and I guess that's what this first episode is really about. Is the goals and what we're setting as concrete in our podcast. Because of course we have our avenue of Twitch, and I think we're starting a YouTube channel. I still have mine.
TikToks?
Yep. I was actually gonna bring that up next. We do have a new TikTok, so we're gonna be trying on different social medias. We both have Twitter. We both are just trying to grow in every social media.
For sure.
It's like the avenues that we're good at, we're trying to balance out what we're not so good at. I want to say it's like
TikTok.
I look to things like your Twitter, and it's like your responses on some of these stuff is legendary, and I don't really respond to like these big Twitter posts or anything like that. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like those kind of goals. It's like we just kind of grow everything together. With this podcast, I want to say it would be something that easily solidifies all of our social media. It gives us a time a week for us to come together, just you and I, or in the future plan, another big goal would be to invite maybe some local people or maybe some artists or musicians that are rising just like us.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, why don't we just rise together? We have this big city with a lot of art, a lot of musicians.
That's a new hashtag, dude. Hashtag rise together.
Hashtag rise together,
rise
man.
together, dude.
If that's not spamming in the Twitch chat right now, man, hashtag rise together.
But
like
fuck, I forget. I really wanted to say something. Oh yeah, despite like living together and working together, like we talk, but like not a lot. Like like we're always like obviously like we talk to each other in each other's Twitch streams and like at work and like when we're. But like I'm awake and this guy's sleeping, so like and like we're really only awake between the hours of like 6 p.m. and like I want to say like 6 a.m. So like and like half of that we're working, so it's it's kind of fucked. So I think like this once a week thing is like it's like it's gonna be really good, cool for the friendship too. So
yeah, I think that's exactly why we titled it something like Couch Chat. It's like you don't want to spend time on the couch with somebody that you're not at least close with. Come on. Would you want to sit on a couch next to somebody that you hate and just sit here?
People have sex on couches with people they've never met.
Amen, I guess. No, wait, hold on. You can't slap that couch behind me. I'll drink to that one.
But, like, in all seriousness, like, yeah, like, this is going to be dope.
Yeah, I think this is just a series that for you and I not only brings our bond closer, but brings us closer even to like the viewers that we have.
Oh yeah,
and the community that is just being built around us.
That's I brought it up kind of earlier, but like you like giving them more insight on like who we are, like we're behind the overlays.
We're literally more than just the Creams and Mason on the Daily. Like we're more than that. We're we're everyday Joes ourselves.
We go to work and we flip some burgers.
That's about it.
We give you hot sauce packets with your chilies.
Damn. Think about episode let's say episode 92 of
to
Couch
see the
Chat.
growth, dude. It's gonna be so cool.
Episode 92. It's like, man, remember episode 1 when we said we were flipping patties? We had no overlay on. Dude.
Every once in a while, we should go back and flip some patties though, just for the old. You know what I'm saying? The old hoo-has.
Man, I was thinking like episode 92 we're gonna have Kid Rock on and not even talking about our past life. Did you want some Kid Rock? Like, hey, come get on this fucking. We got a podcast built. It's just for you, big guy.
We gotta get Sheryl Crow too, and they gotta sing us a song.
How would you feel about other artists, musicians, or anything like showing off their artwork on a podcast?
That'd be cool, dude. Like I know your brother makes music, and like I'm a pretty big fan of it. Like he's fucking great, dude. Like I really enjoy some of his music, so definitely like having people like him and like. I don't know, like branching off of musical artists, like we can go like like a painter or like like something like just a little bit of everything. So like to show like, because not like Canton's not like the best city, but like we got a lot of people here who are like really good at stuff, like like really creative. Like I saw a Twitter post for like a new business that an old friend of mine just opened up, and like she sells like little rings with like real flowers like on the inside of it, and like the flowers like encased in the ring. So like I thought that was pretty cool, and like they're $10 a pop, so like they're not super expensive.
Yeah, well, somebody like that, I mean, that would be perfect on a podcast for like this. It's like it's just because you never know how far something like this can go. Oh, yeah. You never know like what kind of exposure that person might get, and they never know what kind of exposure we might get. So it's like kind of just like a mutual understanding. We're not gonna immediately invite
Kanye West
to come in our podcast, because I'm pretty sure that message won't even be opened.
He'd probably delete it. He'd probably have his third manager's bodyguard delete the message for him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So it's like you never know, because I mean we might end up interviewing or podcasting with somebody who might turn out to be super successful, and the same with them. They might be and it's just the exposure that both of us can get out of that. I think would be nice. We're going to go ahead and transition to another thing I guess we had planned for today for this podcast. We were actually
questions?
Yep.
It's
questionnaire time, dude. These are some gripping questions that we've just been it's been on our mind forever. And this is definitely going to be one of the memed out sections of the podcast. We both had ideas about how we wanted to transition into each part. And I think this one's just going to be fantastic for a first episode.
For sure. Give us There's some of that more insight, dude. Okay, he's laughing. There's gonna be absolutely no insight given here.
Nope,
dude.
it's just gonna be
all fucking pranks, dude. All right.
I think if you'd like to do the honor with your first now this is to say to anyone that's either watching on YouTube or on Twitch, by all means play along with us. You could type all your answers in the Twitch chat. I think we have plans to upload some of the Twitch chat too.
We could like go through the VODs and like you know like
pick out some awesome comments, which makes you guys still awesome for sitting in. So like by all means, you always can check out our channels if you're watching on YouTube. You can always watch it live with us. We have to plug it again.
I'm gonna keep plugging.
Yeah, we have to keep plugging and chugging.
I have no, seriously. So this one's actually like really serious. So like I know like you're a huge fan of like comics and like Marvel and DC. So like I know you have like a fat list of like heroes that you really like. I don't think I've ever actually asked for your favorite. So like out of that whole entire like those two universes, like who's your favorite?
Oh man. I have favorites from both, so I mean it's kind of rough.
How about a favorite on each?
A favorite on each. Okay, so I really like the Incredible Hulk out of Marvel. I think he's not only just his arc and his story can be relatable. I also think just he is unbelievable as a hero. Knowing you, that I know you don't really know much about the comic scene and like the backstory of a lot of these characters, but the Hulk is one of the most powerful things in the entire like universe, just from sheer strength alone. It's fantastic. From DC, oh man, there's so many names from DC. I would say Martian Manhunter. That just the absolute.
I don't even think I've heard of that.
He's actually on the Justice League. He's actually like he's not really shown on the big screen. This is like the difference.
Way,
the big screen, I'm gonna say, is doing comics great justice. But at the same time, it's shunning out some stuff that is really strong about comics too. But yeah, Martian Manhunter is just absolutely, he's a beast. He has so many powers. He's a psychic. Obviously, he's from Mars, if you haven't figured out the name. But he's a psychic. He can shapeshift. He can absolutely. I mean, he's almost just one of the most powerful. So in DC, they're basically put on this pedestal. All the heroes. They're almost like godlike.
Right.
It's what you're looking up to. Marvel they're trying to make them relatable. It's like anyone can be a hero. So they're both like different ends of the spectrum. Because you want, in terms of a superhero, none of us can be a superhero. But we all can be heroes. So if that makes sense. If you want a superhero, if you want a hero, which one you want? That's why I really like DC more than Marvel. Superheroes always beat out the heroes.
I'm a fucking hero, baby.
You're a hero. That was a good question. I did not expect
Thanks,
that. Man. If we want to rival, here's my first question to you.
Oh my god.
So this is the only question that Mason and I talked to before the podcast. I have to ask. This has been riveting.
Oh, fuck.
Hey Mason.
What's up, dude?
What is your name?
It's a Mason.
That's amazing.
Thank you. A Mason.
That's a Mason. That's a Mason. Let's move on to the next question, baby.
Please, God. All right, so...
Had to get that one out of there. Sorry.
That's fine, dude. This one's again like another series, and it might tie into the last question, but like favorite movie series.
Favorite movie series of all time. Oh man, there's a lot out there. I watch a lot of movies. Now,
I know.
I don't know if I have a favorite movie. Like I want to say, actual series. Like nothing's actually coming to my mind. I have like favorite individual movies from like each genre. The one that comes to my mind every time, it's like a cult classic. I'd be amazed if people really heard about this, but it's The Descent. The Descent is my favorite horror movie of all time. It's just the scares in it are just so built up to be. It's not just the jump scare fest that every day is now. Right. They're just throwing things in the face and in the camera. It's loud noise.
I agree.
Like
horror movies are.
I'm scared. Like
I really like.
It burns out.
Right. So like I really enjoy like psychological horror films, like something that like actually like fucks with your brain, not just like like jumps up and scares you, like some shit that like you gotta like think about, and then like once you figure it out, you're like, dude, like I'm gonna be thinking about this for like the next 3 weeks.
Are there any movies that come into your mind when you think of that?
Man, I haven't seen a good horror movie in so long, so like probably not. But like the last one I enjoyed, I was really young too when I seen this, but like The Ring. Like
The ring was good.
The fact that like you watched a video like for the next 7 days, I thought I was gonna die in 7 days. I'm not even kidding. Like I
you watched that video,
I was like, dude, no, I'm gonna die. And then, like I remember sitting there convincing myself that like, dude, my aunt already saw this. She's still alive. We're good. Like I'm gonna. I can't like for the next 7 days. Dude, I was a stressed out mess. I was a stressed 11-year-old. Dude.
You had I was about to say you had to be
was
really
fucked.
young to be thinking that you're gonna die.
I think I was even younger than 11. I think I was like 9.
Oh man.
That shit was fucked. But yeah, lately I haven't really seen a lot of good horror movies. Like
Yeah.
I've watched playthroughs of games. Like
Yeah.
like you remember Doki Doki Literature Club?
Of course.
That shit fucked me up, dude. I was like, bro,
like literally live on my stream, I had to stop.
Yeah.
Because it was the noise. The noise is what gets me. It's not I'm never really scared by the boo. I'm scared about the.
There wasn't really any boo either. Like it was like
in the
building up. It was
background.
like
It's
psychological.
just built up.
Like the first death scene.
Oh yeah. We don't want to give any spoilers.
No.
Now, if anybody actually.
That's why I didn't name the character.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah, I just the show was.
That
fucked,
is,
bro.
if you ever are alone in the dark and you want a spooky game to play, Doki Doki Literature Club. We got to put that in the description.
It's not spooky.
It's a romance game.
It's a wholesome dating simulator. So if you want to date some virtual girls, go for it.
I guess we'll take it a more serious path because I know we both have questions for both sides of the spectrum, for meme or for seriousness. What is your reason to live?
That's a little too deep.
Just
honestly, like ever since I was little, like you said you wanted to be a counselor. I've always wanted to be like a psychologist. Like growing up, like being able to like help people through some shits. Like they come to you, they tell you like what's going on with them, like what's wrong with them, like mentally or like even emotionally. So like I guess a counselor, like anything in that field is what I wanted to be when I was younger. So like I just wanted to help people.
Yeah.
So I kind of like after I want to say like my sophomore year, I was like, dude, because I wasn't the most confident in high school. Like I was really down on myself. Like I fucking sucked at math. I was pretty bad. I was like, dude, I'm not gonna be able to fucking do this shit. So I decided to use my passion for gaming, and I've always thought I was pretty funny. Like the people who knew me, like I literally can make laugh all day. So like I was like, let me try and combine these two, and like let me try and help people through this. So I really feel like I was actually born to help people. Like whether it be just give them some laughs, provide them with a friend, give them something to fucking look forward to every day. So
that was a beautiful answer.
Thank you.
That was a beautiful answer. I'm gonna be saying that a lot. I can already tell.
I'm full of beautiful answers. All right. So, I know you have a lot of Kingdom Hearts shit laying around.
We literally just I've got literally like all kinds of Kingdom Hearts stuff.
Was that your favorite game growing up?
Yep. That was my
favorite video game series?
Absolute favorite video game series of all time. I remember like a little bit of the video games I was playing as like an adolescent.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was big into like the Super Smash Brothers Melee series.
Right.
Even before, it was just the original one was just Super Smash Brothers. That was on the Nintendo 64. I remember playing that, and I had to be like 2 years old, like 3. I only get like flashes in my head. The first game that I actually remember, like it's like that I was sitting and actually playing and for long periods of time, was Kingdom Hearts. So that was the first ever actual game that I severely got into, and that had to be around maybe 6.
Right.
And I just remember just grinding through it. I didn't even understand what was happening. I just went around swinging a big old key.
Hell yeah.
It's got a big old key. I would pull it out in the podcast, but that's a lot of moving. But
dude, where's it?
It's right behind the couch over there.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah, a lot of moving.
Fuck that, dude.
But I just remember I mean it like literally a basis of my entire life. I mean I have to pull it out. I have a tattoo, man. Kingdom Hearts. I love it. Favorite video game series? Nice questions. You're digging pretty deep.
Thank you.
I know this is gonna tie into the like last thing that you were speaking about. How did you do in school? Like academic.
Fuck, dude.
How did you do?
So, I mean, I was never a bad student, right? I made sure all my work was done. I just didn't do it, like, at home. Like, homework, I always did in class. I always tried to get it done, you know? Because, like, especially in math, like I said, I wasn't the best. So, like, I didn't understand a lot of, like, the formulas and, like, how to apply them to the equations.
Yeah.
So, I would do them in class. So that way, you know, I had the teacher's help. I had, you know, textbooks and stuff. Because I never brought books home. I was like, dude, I'm not... Cause I used to walk to school. So, like, I was not fucking dragging this 20 minutes down the fucking road. Yeah, especially in winter, dude. That shit was fucked. Especially, you know, in the mornings, but yeah, so in math I really wasn't, you know, the greatest, and it took me a while to develop a love for English, but I loved, like, any language class. Like, I took Spanish. I took 4 years of honors Spanish in high school, and then, you know, English I started doing well in. History and science, though, were always, like, two of my favorite classes. Science, not so much, you know, with, like, any formulas or anything, but, like, just learning. Like, we did an astrology course in one of my science classes. I think it was, like, 8th grade. I was taking freshman science. And we did an astrology course. It was, like, a week, and, like, I loved it, dude. Like, literally, like, I think, like, that's when I started, like, looking up at the moon and, like, screaming I love you to it. Like, I love the moon.
Let me tell you, he does that.
Puts me in such a good mood.
Anytime we're walking in the night, he'll look up at the stars or at the moon and say, wow, I really love that. Every time.
History is always my thing, though. Ancient world history, like, learning about, like, the Aztecs and, like, the ancients, you know, the Greeks and the Romans, like, that shit was so much fun, dude. I literally, like, and that, you know, that explains my love for, like, medieval themed, like, video games, like RTS games and stuff. This shit's lit. Alright, so I know I make fun of your stomach a lot, you know, your little beer gut, dude. I just want to know, like, what's your favorite, like, fast food place? I know you go to Taco Bell a lot. Like, you literally came home with, like, 14 fucking burritos. But I need to know, like, your favorite fucking spot. Like, like when our friendship anniversary comes up in you know, 8 months, I gotta know.
In 8 months,
Where to take
our
you.
friendship anniversary.
3 years, baby.
Well, let me tell you, my next question is gonna be really nice. If you guys this is a flash forward. this is yeah, it's going for the next one. My favorite place. I mean, obviously, fast food is Taco Bell. Like, I go there.
Okay, so restaurant.
El Campesinos. So it's a local Mexican restaurant chain. It's so good, man.
It's so bad, man.
He doesn't.
It's so bad, man.
It's so good, and just the atmosphere, man. I love it. I get margaritas every time I'm there.
That's how I go, like, when I walk into, like, a ramen shop, you know?
Yeah.
Like, when we went to Cleveland, like, that shit was lit, dude. That shit was fun.
We can talk about that for a second. We went to Cleveland and went to an art museum.
That was pretty cool. Yeah. I have some pictures actually saved, and I never take pictures. But, like, some of the artwork I saw was, like, really good. So.
I know that was 2 separate trips, but I was about to say that was the first thing that came to my mind when we talked about Cleveland, but that was 2 separate trips, the ramen and the the Cleveland trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go there a lot.
I forgot. Not a lot. That was only twice, but
yeah.
Next trip we're going where are we going next trip? What are we even doing for next trip?
Who knows, man? We do have planned for next summer for a big old TwitchCon. That's
true.
That is technically planned.
Actually, I think that's in autumn. That's like August or September. September 26th.
September.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. So
that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun.
We already, man. This is any invite, and this is like no joke. Any invite to the people that are watching on YouTube or watching on Twitch, man, come and say hi.
If you show up at the air, are we driving? Or are we taking a plane?
We're going on the plane. We are not. We're gonna drive to California.
Dude. Imagine the road trip.
Our entire, like, I take a 1 week vacation from work. My entire week will be done by just
by
driving.
the time we get there. We'd have to drive there and then drive back.
Dude. I would
yeah, we're taking a plane.
We're going plane.
So, literally, like, if you meet us at an airport, right, we're bringing you, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just, we're gonna figure something out to, like, you know, bring some people.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna be doing, like, a hotel and stuff like that.
Oh,
but,
yeah. Party at my place, baby.
Party.
I'll be able to drink, dude. Fucking, I'll take one shot. We'll be fucking lit, dude.
It's gonna be so amazing. I have a few people that I've already spoken to that are all planning on going.
Alexis made me really self-conscious about my nose.
It's okay.
It's cold, bro.
No, look. Okay, look. We did match.
And I wear
a little
tight
bit.
clothes, so fuck off.
So before the podcast started, we did have our Twitch chat. We had it on just to test our audio and things like that. Because this is our first ever, this is an outreach to anybody on YouTube watching as well. Post comments if there's anything that you think that we should change. If there's anything that you think that we should work on more ourselves. We'll be reading through our Twitch chat too. So by all means, if you join in there, we'll be talking
For
there too.
sure.
Let's continue on the question. This is the flash. The flash.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's get the paper straight. Do you prefer men or women?
I prefer the homies.
The homies.
The homies.
And this
You're
is
a homie?
This
I
isn't
love
even
you.
like a sexuality thing. Do you
Right.
prefer being around men or women more?
Probably women. I've always been, more feminine than masculine, and that's not, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, because my dad is a man's man. He's like, Mason, come fucking help me move these 3-ton logs. I gotta fucking, we fucking obviously I was always doing that, but I've always been more in tune with more feminine things like style and making sure my hair looks nice, which it doesn't today. Sorry.
I'm wearing a beanie. I can't say anything. I threw a beanie
but
on.
I'm definitely I don't know. It's so weird. That's such a weird thing because I used to fucking okay, maybe it's just talking to new people in general. It's I know talking to new girls makes me I get I start tucking and rolling, but
Imagine if you meet a female the first time and you just roll. See ya. See ya.
But no, so I guess that just applies to just more new people in general. So I'm definitely more on the feminine side of things.
That's not even. I wouldn't say it's technically a bad thing because I think honestly myself I would prefer to be around women.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't really consider myself feminine, but yeah, I mean it's just I don't know. I like the smell of women versus the smell of men. You ever been in a boys' locker room?
Yes.
It's rough.
I took gym every semester.
It's rough.
It was pretty lit, dude. Carlos would always smack my butt, tell me good game.
Did you ever hit him back? Hit him with the, oh. No,
of course.
You don't have to hit him with that.
You don't want to know what I hit him with.
Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. This is a PG rated, even though we use cuss words and sexual explicit content. Sorry, boys.
18 plus.
PG-13. They can say
PG-18.
one fuck. They can say one fuck in the movie, and we just used it for the 8th time. PG. This is PG-18.
Make sure your parents are watching.
You know what? Invite your parents. We'll have a cookout.
Oh man! All right. So this next question, right? Arlen, kid at our work, brought it to my attention. 9/11. Was it an inside job?
This is gonna sound really controversial.
Mm-hmm.
Already right there, just adding anything from 9/11, it's already controversial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No.
I think the government 100% set that up.
See, I like talking about conspiracy with you because you just fucking you're well versed in that shit.
It's on. I know we talked about this at work. There was a plane that shot through a building, and 30 meters below there was an explosion. That's unexplainable. It's not like a plane hit a building and went straight down, and then exploded.
Right.
It's a big solid object going through steel, right? And that infamous saying, just saying steel, jet fuel can't melt steel beams. That's like a universal fact. It can't. The jet fuel cannot burn at a high enough consistency to actually melt it and cause a building to collapse.
Mm-hmm.
I
didn't even know that.
It can't. That's like the famous meme that goes along with the 9/11. It's jet fuel can't melt steel beams. That's literally the first conspiracy theorist person that they'll just say that. They'll blurt it out. I don't know, man. I don't know. I honestly think that that George Bush had something to do with it.
How was it an inside job though? If the planes came from the outside. See?
Let's take a second.
What are your conspiracy conspiracy theorists have to say about that one.
So the plane, because it comes from the outside. Come on, let's hear. Let's sound this out. Okay, here, we're piecing this together. So a plane is on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys ever see was it a scary movie? What is it? 3?
The one with on the plane.
The bed. When it was Kevin Hart, and I don't remember the other actor.
Kevin Hart was in a. Oh wait,
Mhm.
What movie? What'd you say? Final Destination.
Scary Movie 3.
Oh, I thought you said
When
Final
he's-
Destination.
Whoa.
What did my brain do to me?
Dude, I've noticed like 100 times.
We keep looking up.
Yep. And it's
Isn't
our
it takes-
cameras right here.
Both of our cameras are on top.
We're so used to. That's one thing. Well, we noticed our own problem. Wow.
I just like looking at myself.
No, that Scary Movie 3 scene. I have to really think about this.
What?
That's just the part where we just awkwardly smile because we have no idea what's going on.
Scary Movie 3?
I don't remember how the joke is set up,
Hmm.
but I just remember him saying something about being in a bed, but it's literally doing what we just did. How? I'm not gonna be able to. I'm gonna literally just look like an idiot. I have no idea. Like, I want to check our Twitch chat to see if there's anyone that even follows. We're not gonna even. Nope, done. I just seen. Okay, so I looked at the Twitch chat. You can't wake up dead. Come on. Do you know that entire part?
Nope.
Dude.
I've never even. I don't think I've seen a scary movie since the first one.
Thank you, dude.
That was another movie that like freaked me out as a kid.
Damn. That's rough. I had to look. Man, I broke our one rule.
It's okay. No, it's
I
fine.
broke our one rule.
You looked at it for an answer. It's fine.
I failed.
You're not fucking. You know what I'm saying? You're good. Okay. All right.
Failed.
We
I
failed.
failed.
All right.
Continue
Next
on.
question.
Next question.
It's your question.
Who's your favorite musician?
Ooh. Glad you asked that. Actually, I wanted to talk about that. So lately, I've been listening to someone by the name of Lauren Aquilina, and her music is like, it's anxiety relief. Like, it's so fucking good. Like, she has a song called King that I listen to a lot, like on stream and like off stream. But I've recently discovered a couple of other songs. One called Sinners, one called Forest Fires, and one called Wonder. And Wonder, like, it started off, like, I did not expect this. Like, the vocals were so clean and so clear. And, like, when she just spoke that first word, and, like, she has a British accent. Like, I fucking love, like, European accents. Like, literally all European accents, like, from every part of Europe. So, like, her fucking accent was just so clean. And, like, when it, oh, man, dude, it's so good.
What genre would you say it's in?
I wouldn't say pop. I wouldn't say like, cause it's very calming. It's very slow. So
Yeah. You've always been into that type of music, though.
Yeah, it's just it's I don't know.
My personality difference.
I
is
did
heavy
also
in that.
today listen to Lil Mosey's new album. Like he's a rapper and like he fucking that song. I don't know if you ever heard Noticed, but like
I don't think so.
I think you've heard it. It's like in a bunch of like sports comps and fucking like highlight clips and stuff. But like his new album, like I was like listening to that on my way to Arby's, and I was fucking like if you see my Snap story, you'd know what I was talking about. Like, I was feeling fucking good. Dude.
You gotta do that again for the camera, dude. It's the hair bounce, dude. Look at that, man. Look at that fluff.
Yeah, I can't wait to get it cut. But no, seriously. So like Lauren Aquilina, like I'm stuck on. Like she's fucking awesome.
If you had to make like a top 5.
Man. Whew. Well, of all time, like I used to love Soulja Boy. Like when "Kiss Me Through the Phone" was on the radio, he's not in my top 5. I'm not putting him in my top 5.
Oh.
I'm not putting him in my top. No, he's not in my top 5.
Oh
no.
no!
But no, like I used because like I don't know. I guess my top 5 changed like from when I was a kid to like now. But like guys like Adrian Von Tigler who like make like folklore music, like fucking like he has like a bunch of like it's called Celtic music and like just like Celtic folk music and Lauren Aquilina and who else do I listen to a lot? I've been listening to a lot of Naive. Triple One's great. Fucking our boy Joe, dude.
I can't talk about. I
really only listen to him like you know, when you listen to him, but like
Hmm.
he's not like he's pretty good. You know, like I enjoy listening.
Pretty good. He's pretty good.
He's 10 out of 10. He's like literally the. Actually, dude, he should be the only person on the radio at any time of the day, dude. Anytime. Joe, top tier.
This is a shout out.
Actually, he's my whole top 5.
Sorry, that sounds like my list.
But no, yeah. So I don't know, man. Lauren Aquilina's great. That's who I've been listening to a lot. And like that's really the only artist that's on my mind that comes to mind right now. Just
I think I have to go ahead and give her a little listen. I've never really listened.
She's
to her.
really good.
Anyone in chat too, man. By all means.
What was that chick in the bathtub's name?
Abby Glover.
Abby Glover. I was gonna say Amy. I was gonna say Amy Glover.
Amy.
But she kind of sounds like her, just less aesthetic and more ocean tidal wave under a moonlight. It's very relaxing.
That's very anime-esque.
I was
ready for that, dude. I was ready for that.
Right.
That was a callback.
All right, so my next question. All right, so when we can, do you but if we can?
Okay. If we can.
If we can?
Is that what you're trying to say? If we can?
No, that was the question.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question? Hold on.
All right, so when we can, right? When we can, do you but if we can?
Can you use that in a sentence, please? Is this a spelling bee at this point? Because I have no idea what. Yeah, the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Move on.
All right, move on. All right.
Oh, this. I'll go with the same energy. How fast can you say the entire alphabet right now?
Timing?
I'm ready.
All right. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, H, I, K. That was so good. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Easy.
3 seconds.
Easy.
That was insane.
Easy.
That was fast.
I messed up.
I messed up.
First time.
That was fast.
Thank
that
you.
was fast.
Thank you.
Your turn, bud.
All right. I gotta skip over my questions. All right. So, I know I give you a lot of shit for this sometimes.
Oh man.
How does it feel to be named after the capital of Alabama?
I don't think anybody in our entire stream knows what that means. Okay.
If they know the capital of Alabama, they do.
Okay, yeah. Anyone watching on YouTube or Twitch, what is the capital of Alabama? Take 10 seconds.
If you guess wrong, sorry, I'll make the rules.
I got a hammer in my trunk. I guess I gotta help out.
Hit him with the Arlen hammer.
So we're gonna tally your votes, right? None of you were right. No one.
Failures.
The capital of Alabama is Montgomery. My middle name is Montgomery. How does it feel like being born after or like named after a city? My middle name.
Actually,
Beautiful.
okay, so let's like do that in more serious. Like, did you ever like get any shit in school for it? Like, did anybody like? Because I know you said you were like always like the popular guy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Never. No one ever called me Montgomery. I'll be honest. My high school nickname, everyone called me Lippy.
Lippy.
My last name is Lipkins, so everyone kind of just enunciated on that, and the fact that I'm kind of a condescending asshole to anyone, I speak to.
Lippy. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
But yeah, it's I want to say. I mean, I do like my name.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
That wasn't like an insult. Like
No,
I wasn't
no,
like
no.
insulting you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
back off, buddy. I got one thing precious to me. That's my name. Come me with that energy again. There's gonna be some beef on this couch. Call it a beef stew. Fuck.
Because like as a kid, I was always getting fucked on for my last name Slushy. Like, I got called Slushy and like as a kid, like I said, I wasn't super confident, so like that stuff always got to me. But like then some kid called me Slush Bomb, and I was like, that sounds kind of fucking lit, dude.
Bro, that sounds like you're about to WWE move somebody, dude. Pick him up.
Yeah. Why is that the same move that came to my head? The fucking Batista bomb.
Because it's a bomb.
Swanton bomb.
Does he jump?
Off the top rope.
This is mind breaking.
We're literally the same person.
This is mind breaking. Why do you front flip and attack your door
Off the top rope?
with
Dude!
So anytime I have to give some context for anybody not watching on our Twitch.
Mhm.
Anytime he gets a subscription, a donation, anything like that, he just decides to kick a door.
We do handstands, we RKO our pillows off the top rope, we fucking front flip our... Dude, we do literally all types of shit. Like, that's just... I think that's a pretty good summary of the energy I want to bring to literally every stream. You know?
I mean, that's high energy. What if you break your ankle?
I'm gonna break my door.
You better win.
The door,
the door can't win.
All right, so like put this in terms of like Divinity, because I've been playing the fuck out of Divinity, right?
Yeah.
That door is like level 30, has like 19,000 health, right?
Make sure you give some more context. What game is that?
Okay, so it's called Divinity Original Sin 2, the second one, right? And it's an RPG based game. It's fucking beautiful. Like the soundtrack is great. The fucking gameplay is great. It's a tactical RPG. The combat's like turn-based, and it's really cool. You can have a party of 4 people. And it's just like, it's fun, dude. Like, I've already put like fucking 20 hours into it, and I'm like literally like 4 hours into the main story. Like, there's so much shit for you to do, dude. It's so cool. I have I have an archer, and she just learned something called, I don't know. Basically, it's like a 15 arrow spray, right?
Okay.
You can use it as like a shotgun, or like up close, like right in their face, or like you can use like on one enemy. Say he has a lot of health, you want to fuck him up.
Yeah.
Or you can use like it on multiple people or whatever. And it's so fucking good, dude. Like I literally I fucking use that shit and just erase somebody. Like I don't know. There's so many skills and scrolls and like all kinds of items you can use. Like I fucking love it. But,
do you think any of the wars would have been changed if anybody in the medieval times had the ability to use a shotgun loaded bow and arrow? That's how you're making it sound to me.
I mean, like, a fucking bow, you can load, 4 arrows onto that bitch and, let it go. But...
How different the Crusades would have went if the Catholics came at people with shotguns. Shotguns. Imagine
some guy with
difference.
a bow walks up, dude. You pull out the fucking... the fucking 725, dude. The fucking 12 gauge, dude.
Imagine how different the whole just the Crusades. They change. It's not even a war anymore.
Nope,
it's just
a manslaughter.
It's done. The world has changed forever.
Actually, they'd probably just they'd look at it and they'd probably just give up. Honestly, they're like literally miniature cannons.
Oh my god.
Hey, what was I? Oh yeah, back to drop kicking my door.
The door was level 30.
Yeah, and my ankle, about level 15. It's completely undermatched, but
sooner or later.
Just keep chipping away. It's a great life motto. Your door are the barriers in your life, and your ankle is the fucking golden key to unlock the door. You just gotta keep putting it in the keyhole. You'll open it eventually.
So long story short, you're saying that you kick doors to give motivational advice.
No, but seriously, I don't... That went literally everywhere. I'm not kidding. That was 14 different topics. Why didn't you pull me back?
I had to. I'm just thinking the original question, alright? We're staying on topic here. The original question, why?
To just bring the energy, dude.
The energy is strong.
I like that fucking crackhead energy that we bring, literally every day. We're literally a bunch of crackheads in my chat, dude, and I fucking love it. So, that's, I just try to lead by example.
Of course. You want everyone to be absolutely just terrorizing their mother's doors.
Remember, don't smoke crack, but be crackheads.
That, if there is one life lesson you can take from this podcast,
don't smoke crack.
Don't smoke crack. Just be a crackhead. I think that was beautiful. Poetic almost. I'm going to put that in my next rap.
Yes!
Here's my lyrics. You guys like
E-Lippy swag!
Try reading that. Good luck. You guys would have been real mad if there was nothing on this paper.
I
I have this for just aesthetics. I'm your TV host, and I'm here with nothing prepared. You guys would have been real mad.
That's almost how it went, though.
You got any more questions for me, sir? Because I have a few, but I'm trying to stay closely related because there are some. Like, I'll go ahead and read off one of the most important ones.
Mm-hmm.
What's your social security number?
A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
That was 4 seconds
Easy.
that time, dude.
Damn.
You're slowing down.
Sorry.
Anybody in the chat, in our Twitch chat or in the YouTube comments, but feel free, give us your social.
Yeah, if you guys know your social security number, just, drop it down in the comments or in the Twitch chat, just...
Disclaimer, don't do that.
Yeah, please don't.
Don't. Please.
The internet's not a joke. They will take it and run with it.
Yep.
Love you guys.
We're gonna end up on a headline. 2 teenage crackheads decide to steal information from all of internet. It's just a picture of us just. We did it.
Easy. All right. So I know, like, I questioned your drink of choice there, fruit punch, because I know you don't like fruity flavors like that. So like, you definitely prefer chocolate. What's your favorite chocolate candy?
Oh, Reese's.
Reese's?
That was it. That's all I need to say.
Really?
There's no other candy.
Do you prefer the white chocolate ones? Because I remember you telling me that
Yeah.
at some point.
So white chocolate is great, but the more I think about it, white chocolate's not even real. You know that? It's chemical. It is not at all food.
That's it definitely I definitely feel like it tastes waxier.
So I don't exactly know the chemical. So of course I
Bleach.
probably will start bleach. They're putting bleach in. It just. Yeah. I was gonna say drink bleach, but don't do that either.
Don't do that.
Disclaimer. If you guys hear
Stay away from Tide Pods.
anything in this chat,
Don't do it.
don't do it.
Unless we tell you to.
Do it.
But then still probably don't do it.
Do it. Do it. Sorry, we're gonna turn this into an absolute we go from podcast to just chanting.
Don't hug me, I'm scared.
Don't hug me, I'm scared. Have you guys ever seen that classic video?
I didn't see it until like a week ago, so.
We actually got him to watch the first ever series of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, and the first episode of Salad Fingers.
I remember watching that as a kid, but I just couldn't remember it at all. I do remember seeing that YouTube video though. That was fucked.
We can slide into our second segment. Obviously, we're continuing with the same kind of questionnaire similar thing. We're gonna play a game called 2 Truths and 1 Lie. So funny story. Before we actually started on these 2 truths and 1 lie, we both wrote 2 lies and 1 truth.
We didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah,
we both literally kept saying two truths and 1 lie, and just for some reason we just put 2 lies and a truth, and we looked at each other and we were like, we started talking about something, and I was like, hey, so I forget how it was brought up, dude, but it was we were eventually just like, do you have 2 lies?
Yeah,
Or 2
that's
truths?
literally it. We don't, because this is another thing that we don't know what we wrote down. So this is all just new to us, and it's new to you guys. If you guys have any answer of what you think the truth is or the lie is, feel free to comment. Feel free to drop it in the
Slap that shit down, baby!
Real crackhead energy, baby.
Always, all hours of the night.
If you would like the honors to start.
Absolutely. And let me just turn back to my other page here. Because I forget all of my questions. All right. So, 2 truths and 1 lie. All right, you ready? So, my first one. Oh, wait. Did I only have 2? I only had 2. Yeah.
That's fine. We can
Okay.
do 2. That's
2?
fine.
Easy.
We got to explain exactly how this game works, dude, for anybody that knows
Okay.
or watching that hasn't played.
So, 2 truths, 1 lie. It's not 2 lies, 1 truth. For starters. Basically, we say 3 things, 2 of which are true, 1 of which is a lie. The other person has to guess the lie.
I made mine hard. I'll have you notice. These are actual.
I don't know if mine are hard or not. It just depends on I don't know.
You basically do not know. You don't know which one. I'm gonna know that because I made sure to pick things specifically for this. I already know which one I'm going because I have 3, but we'll just do 2.
Yeah, 2. I got you. All right. So, first one. I once got lost in the mall as a child. I used to play basketball for my high school. and I used to help mow the lawn at the Willie McKinley Monument. Now, if you like, obviously there are people who don't know what that is, but for the people who live around us, like the Willie McKinley Monument is this big ass fucking landscape filled with fucking everything. And I used to help, my dad used to work for them, and like that's how like we low key like paid our rent, like they like because we used to live in a house on their property, so like fucking we would like he would help them with their shit, and that would be our rent.
Yeah.
Every month.
That's actually kind of really beautiful. Well, I mean, I know this monument. It's literally for President McKinley. So it's one of the things that our city's known for. Our city's actually the
football.
Yep, football capital of the world. Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Why the fuck did it start here?
Who knows, man? Ohio is just it's a world of adventure here in Ohio.
We've never even won a championship. The Browns have literally never.
I don't think they're doing it this year either. And like I said, episode 32, we never know. Or episode 600, we'll never. Who knows? Ohio might be brought some gold. So this is a flash forward. So if we ever win gold, we're here.
You heard it here now, folks. The Browns are winning a championship very soon.
I'm gonna have to say, because of course I know your second answer. Like you told me how much you played
I
bad.
hate you so much.
So I mean, like I said, I wanted this for us.
Yeah.
But I mean, I understand why you wrote it. But yeah, I would say your first is the lie. You've helped.
Mm-hmm.
You've helped mow the lawn, and you have played basketball.
Not for my high school.
You literally say you tricked me.
I said for my high school.
You tricked me.
I said for my high school.
Wow.
When you said the first one, I was like, Elijah, what? Yeah, dude.
Ouch.
I got lost in the mall as a kid. I was with my grandparents.
I did not know that. What happened?
So it was during Christmas, right? And they took me to get my pictures taken with Santa, and I think I ended up just walking off, and because I couldn't wait, I was like, dude, there's so much shit here. I was like fucking, I don't know, I was like 6, and it was like one of the first things I remember as a kid, and like I just fucking walked over there and just fucking.
I was thinking that's gonna lead into like Santa abducted you, and I was ready to hear all about that. Like, Jesus. Santa Claus is ruthless.
Maybe I wouldn't have.
Christmas.
Maybe I wouldn't have been here if I would have got abducted then.
He gave you back. He does come every 25th of December.
I was a pretty good kid. I don't think he'd give me back.
Is Christmas on the 25th of December?
Mm-hmm.
No. What day is Christmas on?
The 25th on December.
Is it?
Yeah. December 25th.
Holy
Christmas.
heck, dude! I was in a big frighten right there, dude. I was scared.
Damn.
My 2 truths and a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My favorite restaurant is Chipotle. I fell in a pole when I was 9 and I had to get leg surgery. I played a game called Growl Online, and I accidentally married a man pretending to be a girl.
Three is the lie. You don't do online dating.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier in the podcast too. The first one was the lie. My favorite.
Oh my
god, Chipotle,
dude!
I was like, I laughed at you because
I knew. I literally knew it.
I knew.
Wait, what?
I knew that that was dude.
Wait, I'm literally an idiot.
I was like,
my brain
I looked
shut
up.
off.
I was like, oh shit, I forgot my first.
Yeah, no, I was literally like, wait, that's definitely a lie because you just told me L camps, and I don't know why I fucking. Wow. Hey, can I get a redo?
Guess next one.
I fucking hate you.
Oh man.
Dude, I'm so embarrassed. Oh my god. Yo, can we end it right now?
Oh Jesus.
All right. All right. My first one. My favorite basketball team. Golden State Warriors. My parents made my brother and I hug after an argument in the middle of the street. We traveled to South Carolina and almost drowned while we were driving.
Almost drowned?
Mhm.
When you were driving?
You're not getting any hints out of me.
Nah.
Because if I would have tried to explain that, you would have probably guessed that wasn't a lie.
I gotta say the drown. That's a lot. How do you drown while driving?
That's not a lie. I don't have a favorite basketball team. I just like watching basketball.
But that's... He's conniving! Dude, he's conniving.
Ah, too smart!
Dude, he's conniving.
300 IQ strats. But no,
Oh my
seriously.
God, he's
so
conniving.
yeah. So my when we went to South Carolina, it was flooding. It was raining really bad when we went, and we were driving, and the water was literally seeping through our doors. Like we were driving a minivan, and the water level was like it was high, and like we like went into a bump, or like we hit the bottom of a hill, and literally when we got down there, our tires not connected to the ground. We there was water seeping in through our van doors.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was pretty fucked. But
Oh my God.
Yeah. So we just kind of drifted across the the water there.
Dad, I can't even. So you almost drowned in a full car.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
There was like 6 or 7 of us in there too. It was me, my brother, my sister, my other brother, my mom, and dad. So yeah, there were 6 of us. Pretty fucked, dude.
Dad, yeah, that sounds terrible.
That was like 3rd or 4th day we were there though.
Well, I guess we'll go ahead and continue. This one, I don't. We'll see.
And the Golden State Warriors, what I look like a fucking normie.
Well, okay, so. I mean,
you remember I keep saying I like the way they play basketball.
I'm thinking
because they have beautiful basketball.
Of prior coins. I wanted to give that one the benefit of the doubt because who knows? You might like them now because maybe they just don't have a lot and they fell apart.
It's literally only Steph Curry now, dude.
And
He's averaging like 30 a game, and he got injured.
So they have nothing. So it's like maybe you like them because now it's like a build up story.
If I had to pick a team to be my favorite, I'd probably pick Portland.
Yeah.
Damian Lillard's a dog, dude.
I know you like the Trailblazers too.
Damian Lillard's a dog.
My 2 truths and a lie.
I thought you were about to just tell me your 2 truths.
Nope. Okay. Call of Duty Black Ops 1 was my favorite Call of Duty. I accidentally pooped in a pool and told no one about it. Or I performed WWE moves on my brothers. Growing up, even when they told me to stop, I was always ready.
The second one's the lie. Wait. Told no one about it? What was the first one?
Call of Duty Black Ops 1 was my favorite Call of Duty.
Okay, that's not a lie. The third one was WWE moves on your brothers. He only told you to stop. I mean, just smacking Isaac as a WWE move.
That's a whole story.
I love Isaac.
So, my little brother Isaac, right? He's an angel. He's like a grown man now, so it's kind of weird that I'm saying that. Angel. And I know he's probably going to be saying this. Love you, Isaac. But I just remember as a kid, he would come into my room, and man, I know somebody out there has to agree with me. It's just like
when Isaiah comes into my room.
Yeah, dude. It's like sometimes
get the fuck out.
Yeah, it's like I didn't even have. It's like weird now looking back at it. Like I was just playing games and he's watching me. Now I want to do that as a career. It's like, so what was I thinking back then?
I know for me, like when Isaiah walks into my room when I'm like playing my games or streaming, I'm like, dude, what do you want?
Yeah.
And because he just comes down here for no reason. Like he doesn't come down here to like ask me something. He doesn't come down here to talk to me. Like he just comes down there and looks at me. And I'm just like, dude, can you stop? Like, because like I don't know when people like look at me like watch me do anything IRL, like it makes me anxious. And, like, you know what I'm saying? Like no matter who it is.
I guess I felt that too, but like. Isaac is like I said, he was an angel. Literally, like, I would tell him to get out. And he would just be like, but I like watching. Mm-hmm. And it's like, dude. And it's like, at the time, I'm like, oh, shut up. And literally, I remember the one time, dude, I was just so mad at him. I smacked him. He's like, I mean, I'm not getting out. So I hit him again. Like, what? That was the only time that I ever actually, like, striked my brothers. I have a few brothers myself, but it's like, yeah, it's like, what was I thinking?
Little baby Isaac.
Dude, he's such an angel, too. Damn, we have a whole segment dedicated to Isaac and why he's so amazing.
Isaac is really dope, dude. I love him.
No, but seriously, it's like, man. But what could you do without family? It's like now that I'm looking past, it's like, dude. It's like I would do anything for, my family at this point. It's like it's
for
amazing.
Sure.
That's all I had since you only had 2. Mm-hmm. I mean, I could ask you. The other one is just the easy one, because I was gonna ease into it, but I went into the hard one.
What is it?
My favorite actor is Michael Cera. I met Trippie Redd, or I skipped first grade.
You met Trippie Redd is the lie.
Yeah. See that? Nah, how easy was that? Come on.
You're not even a fan of his music. Yeah. I mean, I guess you could still meet him.
Yeah. I mean,
like in the mall. Like, oh, what's up, dude?
Leading it back in, Isaac was close to him.
Right.
and he played football with him and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, I never even met him at that time. I never went to any of Isaac's football games. I went to his basketball, but I'm not a fan of football.
Right.
Yeah, no, for real, my favorite actor is Michael Cera. He is undeniably the greatest actor that's ever walked the face of the earth. His awkwardness and so that's the stuff I look forward to. Look up to. He's literally like my idol.
Oh yeah. I definitely like that gives him like a role in a movie. Like if you like looking for a specific like skill set like in a character, like he's definitely your guy. Because like he definitely played the fucking Scott Pilgrim.
Oh
like,
man,
he definitely played that like beautifully. Like I'm glad you like showed me that movie.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World. If anybody hasn't seen it, man, that is literally like one of the greatest movies of all time.
Elijah showed me a lot of good movies.
I mean, basically, like, this is kind of like the idea that we want to do for this podcast. I mean, basically, it's just to, in the future goal, of course, like we said, invite people. We wanted to make sure it's almost going to be almost interview style. At least for the first little bit, it's just basically just for, like I said, us to have some time together, to do things together, to help build this community together. I mean, I don't know. I think it was pretty successful. I had a lot of laughs. It's good little spending time with you, buddy.
You too, man.
It's good.
Is this where we hug?
We're not hugging. Sorry, I can't. I don't care. I don't hug. Ouch. This goes back to the question: do you prefer men or women? Sorry.
For the homies.
It's for the homies. But yeah, welcome. I really, I myself, I hope you guys enjoyed. At least just our.
No, this was fun, dude. This is like literally like I know we were talking about it, like how the fuck are we gonna fill up an hour and a half? But it's been an hour and a half almost, and like I feel like I still have more to say.
I know. So, like I said, this is going to be a weekly event. This is every week, Sunday night, Monday morning, whatever, 12:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Does your dick hang to the left or the right, dude? It just depends, you know. Sunday morning, Sunday night, Monday morning.
I think it was a lot of laughs, I hope that the Twitch chat was kind to us, because like we said, we're definitely gonna be watching the.
I hope you guys were fucking fire, dude. I'm trying to really like light the old asshole up, dude.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe what we can do, we can pick like maybe like top 5 comments. Add them to the end of the YouTube video or something like that.
We can put them in the Discord, like.
Yeah, we can do that. Definitely
like this week's, I don't know, daily creamers.
Yeah.
Elijah. Also, I was thinking, bro. All right. When people in your stream, right, you know how we were struggling to find a name. Like for your audience, the creamers. Remember Snicker came up with that?
Sure.
The Creamery.
I'm not doing that. Good try.
Self-proclaimed. He's the Creamery.
The Creamery.
The Creamery. Welcome to the Creamery.
We'll definitely discuss that on a further note, way down the line. How about we just call the fans of us people? They're people.
The homies.
They're home. I don't even like that.
He said
they're
half the
homies.
words.
They're homies.
Nice, dude.
Hey, love you guys, my homies.
Homies.
If my brother watches this, you're my homie.
The Home Skillet Biscuit Snoop Dogs.
Yeah, like I said, it is very eventful. If you were watching on YouTube, man, don't be afraid. Hit that subscribe button. Always drop a comment. Tell us what we could do better. Check our description box. We're definitely going to have a link to our Discord. Have a link to both of our Twitch channels. Make sure to give us a follow. It's a lot different on our live channels. I'll be honest. We're not as unscripted. This being episode 1. We're basically just...
We'll get to the point where we're just writing one fucking word down and we're just going,
just be able to go.
Actually, we should do that. Just like,
not a bad idea.
That could be like a whole segment, dude.
Not a bad idea. Just one word and just see how much we can just make.
The improv, dude, that's awesome.
And I mean, really, the preparation wasn't heavy for this. We were like, okay, questions and 2 truths and a lie. Like,
well, it was supposed to be. Oh yeah, well, never mind.
Little future tense. We do have ideas already for our next episode and everything. So we have
some TikTok ideas. We have some dude. We're fucking. You guys are gonna be laughing your asses off.
I know for this next 7 days, it's gonna be a lot of work for both of us. I know he's actually getting right back into streaming. We wanted to wait for his new PC. I'm gonna be consistently streaming myself. It's gonna be we got a lot of a grind, man. It takes all of us to support each other. Really, it's I mean, I know a lot of this community has a lot more streamers. There are a lot more people that we should be checking out and everything. as well. Like all of us as a group, we need to be all together, hanging out with each other, no matter where we're at. Keep it real for the homies.
Keep it real. Oh,
Absolutely.
man.
We appreciate you guys.
Facts,
Anybody
dude.
on
Love you
Twitch, you guys are definitely even up more awesome, man.
Mhm.
It's awesome that you guys
People
even
hanging out with us for an hour?
just sitting and just watching us.
We literally read one thing you guys said.
One thing. we we haven't really been looking at chat or anything. Like it's
It's actually nice, you know, like being able to just like, you know, hopefully entertain you guys without like, you know, being super into the chat.
Us.
Cause like when you guys see us play video games, right? Like he's doing ranked on League. I'm fucking getting my shit fucked up with some fucking 725s in Call of Duty. Like this shit's like, so like, we probably look at a bunch of shitters when we're streaming because we're fucking paying attention to the chat and trying to play a game and trying to make you guys laugh. Like it's fucked. I promise I'm better at Call of Duty than that. I promise.
I can't promise I'm better than what I am at like League of Legends. So
well, you got
my
2 your
playstyle.
promos, and then you just shit the bed in your promos because you streamed them.
We don't talk about that on the podcast. Anyways, I think that's gonna be the exit for it.